Welcome back to the Science of Peace. Today we will talk about the law of vibration. Um, Simply the law of attraction, but the law of vibration is a little bit more specific, and sometimes it's skipped over. There's a couple of movies like The Secret that talk about the law of attraction, and a couple of other ones. But when you get down to it, or you get more specific into the science, you're really talking about the law of vibration, and that's when you can start to get more details so that you can use that when you're trying to create or manifest things that you want, right? And some of us find or have some issues with actually manifesting what we want. And I have been one of them. So lately I've been listening to Abraham Hicks, and I just got new clarity. And I was like, I need to express this because it can give you a shortcut. And I wish I would have known it, you know, a couple of years ago, sooner, so that I could be manifesting faster. But hey, you get it when you get it. So the law of vibration, right? You vibrate. Everything on planet Earth vibrates. From the sun, the moon, the stars, the grass, the food that you eat, the clothes that you wear, your aura, your thoughts. We've talked about that previously in other sessions of Science of Peace. So, when you begin to create or you come up with an idea of something that you want, some type of desire, and you ask the universe, ask God, you ask Source, ask Allah, whatever you want to call it, right, for that thing. So let's say, oh, I really want to own my own business and I want to have the most amazing vegan restaurant. And this is just an example, right? So that's the idea. When you first created that idea, it came from the spiritual, right? Before it drops into your spirit, it's like a spiritual thought. And then it drops into your spirit. And then eventually, if you have success, then you'll be able to manifest that into the physical. So it's spiritual first and then it's physical, just like you. So when you're trying to create, automatically that idea, that high vibratory idea that you may have, is already vibrating high. For instance, I'm just going to throw out a number, and let's say, like, coming from Source, it's like on 1,000 frequency vibration, that idea that you have, right? And then sometimes when we're trying to do the law of attraction, we get caught up in, and we may be journaling, and we may be doing some meditation, and then, and you just don't see that thing manifesting fast enough. And every time you look for it and you're trying to see where it is because you just been doing the work, but it's not showing up. So then there's some resistance there, right? And then we're creating more and more resistance. And every time you doubt and every time you think it's not there, okay, you're moving yourself further away from Source, further away from the momentum that you need in order for you to receive what it is that you are trying to achieve. So, and this is one of the key things for me that I had to understand is that, so you had the thought or that idea is like at 1,000, right? And then you start doing the work. Now you might be vibrating only at about 200. So the moment you think it, it's already there in the quantum. You know what I'm saying? Directly from Source, it's there. The problem is that you can't see it, or you can't receive it. So the question is, how do you receive it? Well, you have to get into the receiving mode. And that's what I learned that was different, is that, okay, well, how do you get into the receiving mode? And what is the receiving mode? The receiving mode is similar to, let's say, you know that your favorite show comes on a certain channel at a certain time, right? Let's say it comes on at 8 o'clock on channel 7, okay? And at 8 o'clock, you turn it on channel 3. Does that mean that your show is not on? No, your show is on. You just can't see it because you're on the wrong channel. You're on the wrong frequency. You're on the wrong vibration. You're on a different vibration. You know what I'm saying? So you have to turn the channel up to channel 7 so that you can match the frequency, so that you can see it. Other than that, you won't see it. It's the same thing with your body. It's the same thing with your spirit. your soul. So like you thought of that idea, it was on channel 1000, but you're vibrating on channel 700. You know what I'm saying? So you have to, from the moment that you start creating, according to this science from Abraham Hicks, and I want you to look them up on YouTube, Abraham Hicks, amazing content. According to the science, when you have that idea or that thought, now you ask for it, and source already provided it. It's provided in the quantum, okay? But now you have to do the work so that you can receive it. And the only way you can receive that high vibratory idea or thought that you originally created is you personally have to match your vibration to the vibration of what you originally created. So if you create it and it's at 1,000 and you're only at 700, then you're not going to see it. You're going to keep missing it. So now you have to get in tune with yourself. You have to do the work, right? And you have to stay in the vibration of source, or plainly simply, you need to stay as uplifted, as happy as you can, like for the majority of the days that are coming, right? Because every time you get into a funk or you get into a mood, or you get upset, you worry, anxiety, all those things keep you separated from the high vibration. They actually will lower your vibration. So when you were in that creation, you were like, oh, I have this idea, I want to have this banging vegan joint. Okay, that's when you were feeling good. When you're creating and you're thinking and you're getting these ideas, when you feel good, like that's coming from source. That's spiritual. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes, we fall short. So like when you created, when you had that idea, you were up here, and then maybe the next day you might not have been there. And then the week came and you got lower, and then something bad happened, and then you started worrying, and it was anxiety, and then you don't know how you can get that idea. You don't know how to start the vegan joint. You don't know, and it really doesn't matter. You don't have to know. The universe is going to show you the way, but the thing is, the universe is trying to show you the way, but you're not on the right channel. So like you have to be on the right channel so that you can receive all the hints and all the clues, so that you can hear those downloads, so that you can get those hunches that will lead you into the right direction. So that's when you get into the receiving mode. You have to be in receiving mode so that you can receive. And it's not just not going to drop in your lap, or it could, depending on how much work you're trying to do. But a lot of times it's going to come in you're going to get certain downloads, and you're going to get certain hunches, and you're going to say, maybe I should go to that networking meeting that I heard about, and that could have been something that your spirit guides or source dropped into your spirit, because they know that that's going to get you closer to your idea of this vegan joint that you want. And then but if you're not in receiving mode, then you don't even receive that download. You missed that post on Instagram that was right there for you waiting, or like it was right in your face and you kept scrolling because you was mad because you saw somebody else's business, you know what I'm saying? And you were like, oh, why they doing, they can do all that, why can't I do that? Boom, boom. Every time you had them thoughts, you're going further away from source. You're getting further and further away from what you was trying to manifest. And the whole time your spirit guides and your angels or etc. are trying to give you clues like, okay, maybe you should go to this, or maybe you should do that, or maybe it has nothing to do with a vegan business, but if you went there, or if you did that, or if you sat and you meditated, and if whatever your spirit is trying to tell you to do that you feel like, I should do it, but I don't feel like it, or I'm not in the mood, or I'm angry, or I'm upset because this happened, all of that takes you further away. So what I've learned is that you got to control your thoughts. You got to stop complaining, being angry. You got to stop your body from doing those certain things that it's trying to do, because all the while it's removing you further and further away from source, from God, from Allah, from the all, from your creations that you're trying to manifest, and it makes it harder for you to manifest. And then you find yourself trying to push things and make it happen, and that's when you're slowing down. the frequency. You're slowing down the vibration. You're getting in the way. Like, it's already ready. Already. You just got to turn yourself to the right frequency, and the way that you do that is to stay in a good mood the best that you can. Something goes wrong, okay, you can give it some energy, but you cannot give it in your energy all day every day and keep telling that same story about what happened to you, because it's pushing you further away from source. It's pushing you further away from what you're trying to manifest. You know what I'm saying? So like, something goes wrong, all right, acknowledge and move on. Don't keep thinking about that. Don't keep thinking about things that make you mad. Don't keep thinking about things that make you sad. You gotta go and start getting on the momentum of the things that are making you satisfied or happy. You know, some people say it's positive thinking. I heard Abraham say, you know, it doesn't have to be positive thinking. It could just be more satisfying thoughts. So things that make you feel satisfied, like thinking about how someone did you wrong. That's not a satisfying thought. But what else could be satisfying? It could be as simple as, I am grateful and appreciative that I have my own bed. You know what I'm saying? Before you go to sleep, that you're able to curl up in a pillow and put covers over you. You know what I'm saying? It could be anything. I'm grateful that I'm not sleeping on a sleeping machine. I'm grateful and thankful, you know, for this sweatshirt that I have on. I'm grateful and thankful for the house that I have, or the apartment that I have. I'm grateful for the gas that I have in my car. Anything that I'm breathing. And then when you start thinking those thoughts, guess what's going to happen? You're going to start thinking more of those thoughts on the same frequency. And that's how it is with the opposite. Once you start thinking a bad thought, then you're going to get another thought, another bad thought, and another bad thought, and then that pushes you away, takes you away from the momentum, separates you from source, and it also makes your dreams harder to manifest. So, Islam, look up Abraham Hicks on YouTube. Join me and subscribe on my YouTube, The Science of Peace. Love y'all.